What's up, guys? Alright, so here's the little house video. I'm gonna show you what I did in here. We are in the master bedroom. Yeah, you're looking at a bunch of holes. Anyway, there was a soffit there, so I took that soffit down. I didn't know why I was there. I went up in the attic and I couldn't see anything structural, so I went for it. That soffit was up there with about 6 different kinds of screws with 4 different kinds of heads. I had to keep switching whatever. But to tell you the truth, I grabbed it. It was just puked onto these rafters in here. So it was just puked onto there, and little pieces of wood and whatever. I mean, I basically ripped it down with my hands, half of it, and then yeah, like this little thing that's left over that was holding it up. I mean, it was just puked in there. There was absolutely no reason to have that there. So I ripped that out, and then as you can see, I took out my whole ceiling. I did that because I put in these recessed cans, and these are 24. So I knew I was going to have to get some support in there. Now, I could have used remod cans and just used, like Romex or whatever, but dude, I don't use that. It's garbage. You can make the point or try to argue the point. I made my bones doing residential in Ohio, and we used Romex. And I've done this. I've done them both. Pipe is better. You do have to make a few more holes and all that, but if you guys remember, this was a popcorn ceiling, so it would have had all been scraped. That soffit was gone, so all that stuff. And the guys I have that do my drywall work now, I gave them this room because it was small. They did an awesome job, man. I mean, they really made this look good. I mean, you can look down this wall. That shit is perfect. So, anyway, I gave them this room because if they did a shitty job, it wouldn't be hard to fix because it's just a small room. And sorry, let me just throw this in here real quick. Anyway, so yeah, anyway, they're cheap. They're really cheap. And by the time I took that soffit down and cut holes for all this stuff, ceiling fan in the middle, I would have had to scrape it all off, and then they were just going to sheet over everything. And I'm like, man, I talked to him, and he's like, nah, just take it down. It'll be way easier. And I'm like, hell yeah. So that's what I did. This whole wall, I took all this drywall off because these windows are moving. They're not center on that wall. Our master or king-size bed is going to come right here. That's center of the room. And that would look stupid. So basically, we're going to push this window out a little bit, just a little bit. It's actually probably going to be right about here, according to my measurements. And then this window is going to get pushed out to here, but we're actually getting bigger windows. I was going to go with another, cell of windows above, but these ceilings aren't tall enough. I don't think the added bonus is worth the effort. So, window there, window there. That is, I'm going to buy those windows tomorrow, and I'm getting the hardwood floors tomorrow too. I'm using 3.5-inch oak, tongue and groove, and then we're going to finish it. I'm going real deal here. You can also get hardwood floors that are pre-stained and all that stuff, but if you look at those, there's an edge on them, and it creates a groove in between every seam, and dirt gets stuck in there. Sorry, I just ate there. Dirt gets stuck in there, and it's just they don't look as tight and clean as real hardwood floors, like the kind I'm gonna get look like. So, and then you have more options with the stains as far as colors, and that's just what we're gonna go with. So I'm going to pick that up, and my contractor is gonna put those in, so I don't have to do that. That's freaking awesome. But let me go over this electrical. Okay, so here. This is a 3-way to the shop. This is a 3-way to the shop. I'm just going to put a stack switch, 3-way, 3-way. And what I can do, there's the shop. I'm probably going to put some more, lights under there or whatever. I can switch the exterior lighting. If I'm sitting on my porch and I want to look at the stars or something, I can just hit it. They turn on automatically because they're on a photo eye. And while I had the pipe out there, I just ran an extra set of 3-ways, and what I'll probably use those for is run a 3-way for the interior stuff. That way, if I ever forget to shut the light off in the shop, I can just shut it off here. This is a 3-way for the primary lighting in this room, which is these cans. So 3-way from there to obviously the entry, which is right here. So there'll be a 3-way switch here, and then there will be a fan switch here, because I also, in the center of the room, have a fan. You can do pull-ups on that. That is not going to move. Some guys just hang the box on a stud on the side, but what can happen is that can sag, and then you'll have a gap in your fan, especially if you get a good fan, which I'm going to get, which are heavy. So that's not going to move. Anyway, so back to here. Then I'm going to have another 3-way switch here. So we have 3-way primary lighting inside. This is shop. I'm going to have another 3-way here that is not pulled yet for this pipe, which is just stubbed out to my back porch, because all of this is going to get redone. Not right now. I am going to take down all this tin, man. All this siding or whatever this, yeah, this tin. Because they just put it in wrong, man. I mean, I have this, but then bugs get up in here, and they can go right up in there, man. And that, they can get through there and up into there. And then it just looks shoddy. I mean, look at this Romex, and then look at that huge gap right there. Birds are making nests up there. If they would have put it in right, I mean, it doesn't look bad. I would have been okay with it, but, I mean, how do you fix that? You don't. I mean, I could soffit around it, I guess, but what I'm going to do is tongue and groove wood up here, and then I'm going to put recessed cans in there. So that is going to be, that other pipe is coming out into here, which is going to be 3-wayed. I'll go back in that back door, so you can turn these outside lights on from right there. And if we leave them on and we're going to bed, it's like, oh shit, we forgot it. You just kill them right there. So what this is right here, I am going to bury this just so this is the other side of the existing 3-way switches for the existing lights. And I just tied the travelers together so they would still work as a single pull switch on the other side. And then what I'm going to do is put a cover on this, and then when I redo that, I can just cut all those wires off, because obviously that'll be piped in. I could just cut all those wires off and abandon that, but I'm leaving it like this for now, so I have operational lights outside until I get to that back porch. So I am not just going to leave a buried box in my wall. If anybody saw that, I mean, I am, but then I'm going to abandon it. So anyway, so that's all the switches. That's right there. Outlet below it. Over here, that's just stubbed over, because we are going to have to, they're going to have to reframe this to put that in there. So I didn't know what they were going to get into, so I just stubbed it right there. Because there's going to be an outlet for that end table next to the bed. And there's going to be that stub right there. Is going to be, you know, I'll come down and come over. That'll go under the other window for the other end table on that side of the bed. Another outlet there. And, oh yeah, so like, see that outlet? That was an existing Romex. What they had done, the wire's right here. It's like right there. They ran it. This is the old exterior of the house, as you can tell. They ran it right down that thing and just put drywall right over it. A piece of Romex. It's not even in the wall. I found that's what this is right here. It's disconnected. That's a 220 line that on a 2-pole breaker that was live, exposed, just in my attic. You know, that shit would have burned, man. So I'm so glad. And that's another reason for the complete demo on the ceiling. I had to get all that bullshit Romex out of here that was just like hacked in, and it was pretty bad. So, you know, I know the drywall damage is a bit extensive. The ceiling I'm not worried about, because it's going to be a nice clean ceiling now. But this stuff, that can be patched. I don't have to patch it. I have guys that are very reasonable that do great work that will patch that. So, yeah, with pipe, you got to do a little bit of demo work. But I definitely think of them And, you know, I don't just cut a shitty hole. I mean, I square it up so it's easier to patch for them. I kind of didn't like that these were on 24s, this wall. But they are what they are. It's not load bearing, so that's totally fine. Anyway, and then I got it all in there. So what I did here was, since I already had this side of the wall demoed, this is just, I can disconnect this now. This was my temp power as I was doing construction in here. So what I did, since I had this open, was there was an existing switch here for that light. And there's actually a box right there. I just did this because it's cold in there. So I piped it in and I went back to back on that box. See, it goes through. Because this is going to be a three-way switch from here to over there somewhere for these hallway lights. And then I put an outlet down there, which is also back to back. And then I don't have to cut that wall on the next phase of this, you know, phase 752 of this project. That's it. This bitch is piped in and wired, cleaned up, and, you know, they're going to drywall it, and, I'm going to buy those windows, hardwood floors tomorrow, and that's all going to be installed. I got a good price for that. I mean, I'm an electrician. I'm sure I could figure out this hardwood floors. I don't think it would be that hard, but it's the time, you know, and these guys are really good, and they're very inexpensive, and it's like, time's fucking money. So we're going to start really moving forward on this project down here and try to get down here sooner than later. I'll do a different video on that, but, you know, more will be revealed. But anyway, first things first, we got to get this house done. But as of now, so Tracy has been down here. You know, she's my old lady. She's been down here for this, she's a school teacher for her spring break, and it has been so friggin' nice having her down here, because all these other trips, I come down by myself, I work by myself, you know, 15-hour days, and, you know, you're done, and you just microwave whatever you bought from Walmart, take a shower, and go to friggin' sleep, wake up, and do it again. Having her here, I work 15-hour days, you know, I still do all that, but, you know, she feeds me, man. She washes the clothes. She takes care of the house. She cleans. I mean, and just having the company, like, I don't mean to get soft, but, you know, having her down here is really nice, man. It's just so much better. That's enough about that. But as far as this house goes, I mean, I'm sure you guys know I don't really love doing this. You know, I want to be out there. That's where my love is. But you know, this whole thing is her dream too, and her dream is this house, and what she, you know, this is part of her dream, and so if it's important to her, that makes it really important to me, and I want to do the best job that I can, and I want to give her the house of her dreams. You know, this is her her life too, and her stuff. So enough of the corny shit, but yeah, you know, that's my job, you know, is giving that to her also. So but now I'm done with this part of the project. These guys are going to frame in those windows and stuff. I'll be here. Like I said, I have a stub over that's going to go under that window, and a stub right there that's going to go under that window. That's all I got to tie in after they get these windows in. But I am going to be doing more work outside, you know, because that's what I want to do. But I got done what I planned on getting done in here, and it looks good. It's perfect. It's the way I wanted it. And, you know, super happy. But I'll do some more videos of what's going on outside, because I kind of want to ask some opinions on what's going on with all the pasture clearing, you know, the woods clearing projects. That's another thing. Happy New Year to all my subscribers, to anyone who watches this. Happy New Year, man. Let's hope it's a good one. I love the comments, guys. I love them, because, like, you guys will comment on stuff I didn't think about. It's like, oh shit, he's right, you know, and I appreciate it, man. It's you know, the more eyes on it, the better. It's friggin' awesome. It's a bonus, I think. There's this one guy that commented, hey, did anyone else see that Phillips had bits stuck in that screw behind him? And, you know, it was a strap that I screwed in the mechanical room, and I'm like, holy shit. I walked over there, sure enough, that bit was sticking right in that thing. I pulled it out, like, thanks, old buddy. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of funny. But, yeah, so, this is New Year's Day. It's probably 8 o'clock at night. I am going to take a shower and eat a snack. I just ate dinner. And tomorrow I'll go to Springfield, buy this material and some paint. I can fucking paint this room, guys. That's awesome, man. Buy some paint and, that'll suck up tomorrow. But then I still have, we're not leaving until Saturday. That gives me 2 or 3 days outside too. So I'll do some more videos on that like I had mentioned. But, yeah, guys. So I'll give you one more. And I know it looks like shit now, but it's going to look really good soon. Look at that. Like I said, these were framed on, or these are on 24s, so I wanted to frame those in a bit better. So, there's the pipe work, guys. That's what she looks like. Tied in. Done. Pulled. No mas, primo. Anyway, comment, rate, subscribe if you want to, guys. Happy New Year.